A virtual public hearing was held yesterday to address Bill 404, which would ban further use of septic tanks on certain lots within the groundwater protection zone of the Northern Aquifer, which provides 80% of the island's drinking water. Studies conducted by UOG's Water and Environmental Research Institute found an increase in nitrate levels in the aquifer, which the bill states is primarily from the use of septic tanks. And while the bill is bringing light to the state of the island's aquifer, local realtor Gina Campos says the bill needs more input from the people.
I would say table the darn thing. Give people more time. Give the community, those that are going to be greatly impacted, give them an opportunity to voice their opinion when this COVID issue is over.
Being that the public hearing was held virtually, Campos feels that a large portion of people affected by this bill would not be able to voice their concerns. And according to realtor Liz Duenas, caution needs to be taken to ensure that the bill doesn't become a burden.
If you introduce something and you introduce additional regulations that go with it, what we don't want to do is introduce too much that it becomes more of a hardship or does not make it feasible for a family to put in a system.
Many landowners struggle as it is to bring power and water to their property, and landowners like Venice Leon Guerrero made sure to express her opposition to the bill.
Because my land is less than a half acre and I built 3 houses, I cannot give my grandkid to stay next to me because we have to connect to this. It's not my fault that the government can't fork out to put sewers all over the island. You're telling me to dig in my pocket to give the government something that they'll eventually take. It's like the power poles. I built 3 power poles to get into my land just to get 1 power line. Then 2 years later, the neighbors started building around my land and they're all using my power pole. I can't complain. Why? Because the government owns the power pole I paid for.
Sewage technology has evolved since the introduction of the traditional septic tank, and there may be alternative solutions to ensure the protection of our island's aquifer. But at the end of the day, once a bill goes into law, it becomes more difficult to amend. And according to Gina Campos, building a home should be a right.
And we want them to preserve the right to build on their lots. They already have a hardship. This law is just going to add more hardship.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Peter Santos.